What's up, everybody? I'm Camarray.
And I'm Zaiah, and this is the Music Report Card, where albums are reviewed based on the vocals, lyrics,
the production, and the sonic vibe.
Today we are going to be reviewing Shawn Mendes' new album, Wonder.
But first, we want to check out some music news. All right, we want to make sure that you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. It's very, very imperative. Please, right now, do it. Don't wait. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till the battle is over. Click subscribe now.
Don't wait till midnight.
Oh yeah, when there's no sunlight. But let's go ahead and start with our music news.
All right, so first in music news, we have to congratulate Drake for his new clothing line with Nike.
Yeah, Nocta. I guess it's
Nocta. All right, so it's set to drop December 18th. So I'm super excited to see what that's going to be about.
And I'm sure everybody and their mama going to have some damn Nocta on. It's going to look like a damn Nocta factory out in the streets.
Knocked up.
Right.
Knocked up.
They won't let me out.
No.
And we can't get out in this good cold street. All right, but that's enough about Drake. Let's jump into Chance the Rapper, who is getting sued for $3 million. That's $3 million by his former manager for unpaid commission.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
You don't know if you're buying it?
I need to see some receipts.
Yeah, because I don't think Chance even sell like that. So we get $3 million. As
a
manager, that's 10. Like, let's say they're getting 10% of.
I mean, he donated. Yeah, that's true.
So
but he does a lot of other things. He had the show and all these other things. So there's multiple streams of income happening for Chance the Rapper for sure.
Well, I think somebody lying, but
yeah, someone's definitely lying somewhere.
For sure,
somewhere. One of y'all lying,
yeah.
And I feel like it might be the manager.
Yeah, we don't know them. We trust Chance.
Because that's what happens when you mad. You're trying to get as much as you can collect out the situation.
Fell out of court for
all right, so moving right along.
Yes.
But before we actually talk about the album, please take a preview of Cam's cooking show that's going to happen.
Cooking 101 with Cam coming this week, baby.
Check it out.
What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to another great, fabulous, wonderful episode of Cooking 101. He was throwing down in the Kids Naive. I know y'all gonna tune in and make sure that y'all support your boy Camarray.
I'm not always here when he's doing the cooking show, but when I am here, I be tearing that stuff up.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, but make sure y'all tune in to Cooking 101 with Cam. It's gonna be some amazing food, amazing recipes, and I have some guest stars, people, guest chefs, guest appearances coming on. So we got some great stuff coming. We also have Homeroom featuring Jory, our wonderful host. Please take a look and take a sneak peek at Homeroom.
Hello, welcome to another episode of The Homeroom. We've got some amazing guests, an amazing conversation. We're really going to delve deep into some topics that are really probably on everyone's minds. So stay tuned. We're so happy you're here. Welcome to Homeroom.
Did you love it? I know you did. We talked about some amazing topics. Everything from being black in America to church and being gay, straight. All of that good stuff is going to come along with the Homeroom. So it's some great dialogue. I can't wait till you guys see the new
But also
season.
tell them about the Homeroom. So I'll tell you. The Homeroom isn't just the conversation. It's an actual song that we choose. Yes. So it's music. We are pulling a dope song, a dope single, and we are actually taking that song and saying and starting the conversation surrounding that song.
That is correct. So it's a dope concept.
Dope concept.
Created by us. So yeah, you gotta make sure you tune in. And also, I'm going to be coming to y'all live daily with music news.
So if you see a new single coming out, y'all, yes, he's going to be talking about
singles, videos, and all of the hottest music news daily coming from your boy. So it's amazing. But enough about us and our new projects. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's album from Shawn Mendes entitled Wonder.
I wonder what it's like to be loved by you.
All right. That's it. So let's talk about your favorite.
So that's my favorite. I'm going right into it. That's
okay.
one of my favorite songs. So when I first heard, I didn't even know it was Shawn Mendes when I first heard it.
Really?
I don't know a lot about Shawn Mendes. Honestly, I love that we do the music report card because I am now listening to more music and more involved, and I think it's helping me as an artist as well. Shawn Mendes, Wonder, just the whole feeling of how it comes in. I wonder, like all these questions. I wonder what this is. I wonder if my friends are, thinking that I forgot about them. I wonder this, I wonder that. But when it's all said and done, I wonder what it's like to be loved by you.
Yeah.
Like just simply what it's like to be loved by you.
Yeah. Okay.
But the build of it. So it's I wonder, it's all subtle, and then right before I close my eyes, the building thing is on my sing.
Yeah.
The choices, the melodies, and then you build it, the instrumentation builds up, and then it has this big moment, and he's just saying, I wonder what it's like.
Yeah. I love that song. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Before I jump into my top 3, I literally just threw the songs in the air and was just like, all right, let me just pick 3.
Draw from a hat.
Because they all were like my favorite. But my first favorite that I'm going to mention is 24 Hours. It is basically just like talking about a song where you throw caution to the wind. And I love the lyric where he talks about basically the hook of the song is saying it's only going to take 24 hours for us to sign our names on this house, basically, and it's going to be ours. And it's such an amazing feeling to where it's like I ain't never felt that way about nobody, but he's just basically saying I want to be with you no matter what. I want to come home to you no matter what. So let's go get this house. We're going to throw caution to the wind. The vocal on there is A+ amazing. Like you mentioned, the melody of it all. I felt everything. I really felt true love for him, for Camilla. I don't know, I don't know how she emotes on her record, but this thing, I felt the love thoroughly throughout the entire song.
All right, so my next favorite song is Dream.
Ooh.
I love when you take a title and then the production also matches that, because this actual song starts off with this super dreamy, praise and worshipy feel to it. Before the beat even drops, you're sucked in, and it's just simply saying, when I'm apart from you, I just close my eyes and simply dream.
Simply dream. Yeah.
I can close my eyes and dream and imagine you all over again. And then some of the melodies, like he's doing the dream. I love how the dream was just panning back and forth as he added a new dream, a new harmony in. I could hear it in my left ear, then a new note came in my right ear, and then kind of slowly faded over. And so production, y'all did a really great job on this one. But then as he's doing the slower, holding out these dream moments, then he has this About You that's coming a little faster and real subtle, and it's just on point. So Dream, y'all definitely have to check that out. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. It's arguably my favorite song on the album.
Oh my gosh.
Because of the energy of it and how... Well, I can't say that just yet. Let me talk about... Wait till I get to my third song.
I was going to say...
Let me know what y'all think about it, though.
Wait till I get to my third song. But secondly, I'm going to go with Always Been You. And I just love how the simplistic keys in the beginning kind of set the song up to have that hardcore, kind of grungy guitar hook. And it's just like, the setup of that was just like the biggest alley-oop. I'm not a basketball person, but it was like... a musical alley-oop.
But you still get it.
Yeah, it was like a musical alley-oop. So, yeah, Always Been You. The song talks about how he knows that this love it's everything that he's ever wanted and needed, and it's always been in this person. Like, there's no question in his mind.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of his songs did that nice build-up and gave that whole moment. But vocally on that song,
Yeah, vocally, I really love that he gave like a lot of the lower range. He was like in a lower range, and it was still breathy, and it was just, I don't know, it was just something beautiful about the way that he delivered the melodies that he went through, and it was just a beautiful song that I can't put into words.
It's a beautiful song.
It was
so beautiful.
Yes, but I loved Always Been You. Definitely a top that you have to go listen to. Listen to the entire album. But seriously, Always Been You is an amazing, masterful song.
Yeah, check it out. Let us know what y'all think about that one as well in the comments.
Yes.
All right, my last favorite My last top 3 is A Song for No One.
Okay, that was one of
Which
mine.
comes right after Dream. And they have similar feels, but what I love about the song, I think the most, is probably the concept. Because this song is clearly for someone, because he's talking about waking up and expecting a message, seeing all these messages, but not really seeing the message that he's looking for, which is from this someone. And then continues on, and he's saying pretty much this song is for no one because the love isn't reciprocated.
Right.
I'm not getting anything back from you. You don't even actually really exist. So this song is actually for no one. And I just think that's a dope concept because we constantly create, or artists constantly create songs for someone or for something. And the fact that he's literally saying this song is obviously for no one because you're not I'm telling you I love you and you're not even giving it back to me.
Yeah,
so that whole concept is just
that just made it ring true
amazing to me. Now, what was also dope for me is the switch up at the end.
Yes.
There was a switch up at the end, right at the end, and then it just turned into this dang Jingle Bell Christmas song. But it had
Which
a good
version
feel
did
to
you
it.
listen to? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Did you listen to the holiday version with the Christmas song at the end and Can't Take My Eyes Off of You?
I listened to those also, but that's not.
You didn't listen to that.
Totally separate from this.
But the Christmas feel that he gave on those 2 songs was amazing anyway. But I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
You did cut me off.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I was actually done. So your cutoff came right in time.
All right. Well, to my last song, and I can't mention the last song without mentioning the first song. I almost put the intro, which is only like 50 seconds of a song, but the intro is so beautiful. So I cannot mention the last song, which is Cant Imagine, without mentioning the first song, which is just called Intro. But Cant Imagine is probably the best, most phenomenal song that I have ever heard in my entire life. The way
that's a big statement.
That is a huge statement. I loved this song so much, and the way that he said, I always talk about emoting. We had a conversation about this probably a week or so ago. But there is something about the way that Shawn Mendes specifically emotes in this song to where
Did you say specifically?
No.
I think the S was kind of missing there.
It was sounding.
It was the Mendes album. Mendes album. The Mendes was missing on there.
It was
Pacific.
It was Pacific. But no. When you emote, ladies and gentlemen, just allow me to take 20 seconds to explain how important it is to emote. And what emoting is even if you didn't write the song, and I believe he did, but if you don't write a song, the way that you connect to the lyric and the way that you make it your own and you like soak yourself in this lyric, and then not only that, you have to also be able to deliver it into the public, whether it's via, we talked about with different effects and things of that nature and letting it come across. But the way that he did it was so simple, but yet so beautiful. So Can't Imagine, for me, is like a masterclass in how to emote. So that's my little rant on emoting. But the song itself is basically talking about, I cannot imagine living this life, living this world without you. And it's just, I can't, like, I'm trying to find the words, but it's really
I almost grabbed that song.
indescribable.
I almost grabbed that song as one of my favorites, but
And I have to point out, he has some amazing lyrics throughout the entire album, but some of the most, and I watched his Apple Music interview, and I was listening to what he was talking about, and some of the most beautiful lyrics are not the ones that, like we just talked about A Song for No One, the most ear-catching gasms, if you will. But some of the most beautiful lyrics are the most simple. And when he said, without you, all the birds would stop their songs, all of my rights would feel wrong. Like, that is the most beautiful song lyric. I mean, hats off to like the Smokey Robinsons and them of the world. But that lyric is so, without you, the birds are going to stop singing. That is...
When I heard that lyric, I almost wanted to bump his lyrics for
Oh
I didn't,
my God.
But I wanted to.
Alright, well, yeah. Anyway, Can't Imagine, again, like I said, one of probably my top favorite song of all time. Lyrically, vocally, everything. It worked for me.
So, honorable mentions. Do you have any?
I do.
Every other song that's on the album.
Every other song that's on the album.
How did I know you were going to say that?
From Monster with
So
Justin
Monster,
Bieber.
I want to talk about Justin who?
Justin Bieber.
Ooh, it's the isms today coming from your mouth.
Shot. We take shots before we do this, y'all.
So we take an shot.
Oh yeah, and shot.
A shot, but you know.
Yeah.
So Monster. There you go.
there.
Right. The Monster song. I just want to mention the fact that, first of all, I love Justin Bieber, but I want to mention the fact that I love that everybody kind of talked about a lot of the music we heard is a product of where we are today, and how Justin, a product of where we are today, but diving in a little deeper, more so that we have the moment to think and
reflect.
to sit.
Yes,
they have been running around doing music for years now, and they now have a moment to sit and reflect, and they're talking about things from their past.
Yes.
Justin mentions when I was 15, and you know,
yes,
it just I love that all the music that we're hearing, and then you also have Justin Bieber who has Lonely, you know, where he's totally reflecting from his past. I know this isn't totally about him, but I just want to mention that, throw that in there.
And I have to plug my friend who's coming out with the cover. Make sure y'all follow him at Zaiah Music on YouTube, and you'll see his cover coming very, very soon. But Monster also, I felt like I just thought about all of our great singing heroes when I thought of that. And basically the song's talking about how people, the fans, if you will, the world will build you up just to tear you back down. And I think that's such I felt that thing so hard when I think about Michael Jackson. I think about Whitney Houston, and even like up to people that are not gone, the Britney Spears of the world, and just all of those greats that we build up, and we're like, oh my gosh, yes, did you just see Britney Spears? Did you just see Beyonce? And then the next second you're like, oh, Beyonce ain't that fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do as a public. And so that message coming across, hearing it from Shawn Mendes, who hasn't been deemed a monster yet. Hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy, but even I ain't gonna go into that one. But just to hear that thought from someone is amazing to me.
I also want to just point out, Look Up to the Stars. You'll have to check that one out also. The beginning is just, it's magical.
It is.
I feel like I can hear him smiling while he's singing. And that's, I've talked about that in other episodes. It is so important to give that emotion or whatever you're talking about. It's important to have that be felt, and I can feel him smiling while he is singing that first part of the song. And it's just awesome. So definitely check that one out as well. Drop that down in the comments and let me know if you hear that smile that's happening.
And also Higher and Teach Me How to Love. I had to just throw those in there because those are also honorable mentions. I literally did not have any song that I disliked. But I think with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this grading.
Yeah, let's jump right into the grading. So, vocals. I think Shawn Mendes has great vocals. I love that he really stretches his voice in his songs. He's starting with this lower tone, then goes into the mid, then goes into the high. He can do sweet falsetto. He can kind of push notes out in his falsetto. And overall, I gave him a 4.5 for vocals.
Okay. Well, I gave him a 5. I don't have nothing else to say. You did your thing, Shawn. Next.
All right. So moving on to the lyrics. Lyrics, I think he honestly did a great job as well.
All right.
I couldn't quite give him a 5. I came through with a 4.5 because I just feel like the biggest lyric, like you said in Imagine, was the biggest lyric. And though it was, in my opinion, I mean, well, I can't say that. I think that it
Some
was
of the lyrics of I Wonder.
Yes. 'Cause once I said that, I thought about I Wonder. His lyrics are great in how they come together, but there's not, when you think about like Taylor Swift. Sorry, I keep bringing her up, y'all. But what she hath done, I can't get over it. I can't get over how much she raised the bar. So when I listen to other things, I do have to compare it, and I have to grade accordingly. So I gave it 4.5 for lyrics. That's where I'm at.
Lyrics, I gave you a 5, Shawn. Like, amazing. There's no way that you could write the song of my life and I don't give you a 5.
Right.
Lyrically, you even mentioned, you said you forgot about I Wonder, but then you talk about A Song for No One and how that lyrically plays.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna also
But I'm grading as the whole entire album as
the
well.
whole thing is fire.
It is fire.
Let me tell you about the difference between. I love Taylor Swift's album as well. However, there's a difference between Shawn and Taylor, and
Absolutely.
And this is where I Taylor's album. You have to literally know the story behind the stories to get it and to be like, oh, that's creative. In order for it to be
because it had a different meaning for me than it had for what she intended in a lot of the songs. When we sat down and watched, and she explained what she meant with the songs, it had different meanings for me and for other people. So,
but no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in order to get a song like Betty, in order for it to make real sense, you have to kind of know the backstory of it.
You don't.
In my opinion, you do. With Shawn Mendes,
it's still just an isolated story that can hold its own without you knowing. What's genius is that she chose to tie it into other songs on the album, but it still is its own story that is being told about this apology from this gentleman and what that experience was. So it still holds its own, and that's what I think is so genius is that those songs still held their own without the trilogy. They still held their own individually.
All right, well, with Shawn Mendes' lyrics, they are like songs of the olden days where they're just great written songs.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're just, he's spilling his heart out and he's able to connect with the lyric. And that's where I feel like Shawn did an amazing job. So I gave him a 5.
All right, moving right along to production. I think the production was great. There were I took some issue with production. The issue that I took with some of the production was the tucked vocals. I really love vocals being in your face, and some of them were just tucked behind, which is not always a bad thing.
I like the variation.
It's not. But I think in some of those slower songs, when it's just kind of this organic acoustic feel, that is all about the vocals. And some of those songs, I felt it just kind of tucked just behind, and it was a little bit too much for me. And I was like, on some songs, I was actually trying to figure out what he was saying. I had to read the lyrics, and that's not good to me. Because I think some of the songs on those specific songs, I remember him being more so in his head voice. He was more so in his falsetto. And when you're using your falsetto, you have to pull that out. You have to pull that EQ those vocals so that they're more in your face because it's a softer vocal. So if your production is too loud over top of that softer vocal and that softer vocal is tucked, you kind of can miss some of what's being said. But once I go through the lyrics and listen and go back and listen, I remember what was said from when I actually previewed the lyrics. So I gave a 4.5 for the production as well.
All right, well, Shawn Mendes, hey, sir, you don't have to worry about me over here. I gave you a 5 on production. Also, dating back to to looking at the Apple Music special with the interview, the interviewer asked him where did some of the female voices come from, and he mentioned Camilla came in the studio and did some stuff, but then he also did some of the parts that sounded female, and he just stretched his vocal, and those vocals were tucked back, and it sounded like a female's voice. The way that they handled that production-wise was immaculate. So again, I had to give them a strong 5.
Perfect. Good deal. So moving right along to the sonic flow. Yeah. So when I first listened, to be honest, I was like, okay, this is all kind of like not going anywhere just yet for me. And my second listen, it went somewhere else. To be honest, I probably could have given you a 4.75 on vocals and took it up to 4.75 on lyrics. But in the end, I gave a 4.5.
All right. Again, I'm going to give him a strong 5 for Sonic Flow. I love this album from start to finish. We always talk about with Sonic Flow having the album pieced together in such a way that it kind of weaves and intertwines, thank you, like in a perfect way. And that's what really, really matters to me. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short. I can't imagine any of the songs not being here. I thought that they were amazing. I didn't have to wonder if there were...
I wonder. Come on, Wonder. Come on, Cant Imagine.
You see how I did? You see what I did now?
You didn't even see that you did it on the Wonder.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
I promise I did.
Do y'all think he's seen it? Drop down in the comments and let us know.
Let us know. Y'all know I seen it. But yes, I didn't have to wonder about, this song should have been here, or I felt like this one should have used a feature or any of that. Like, And shouts out to Anderson Pot on the drums. I watched that also on a special. So he has an amazing team of people around him, and I think that's what really made the flow of the album just sonic. It really worked for me.
Perfect. All right. So when we add all of those totals up, it gives Shawn Mendes' album a 4.75 average.
Yes, sir.
And that gives us a percentage of 95%.
Wonderful.
Which gives Mr. Mendes a grade of...
Drum roll, please.
Or should I say, which makes Mr. Mendes's grade... Drum roll, please. An A.
And I have to say, that was my first album giving all 5s. I'm sorry to Brandy. I'm sorry to Taylor Swift.
Oh, don't be sorry.
I'm sorry to both of y'all.
Be mindful.
Shawn Mendes beasted y'all on the album of the year for me. All 5s, solid album for me.
No, it definitely was a solid album, which 4.5s across the board.
Yeah, 5s all the way over here. But anyway, let us know what you guys think. It is time for you guys to get active. Make sure you drop down in the comments and let us know what you think. Please give us a like on this video as well as subscribe to this channel. We ain't going nowhere, so we're going to be right here. Hey!
But we are going somewhere for just a little bit. So make sure you also hit the little bell so that you can be notified when we make a post, so you can check in with Cooking with C-Rob, as well as Homeroom, hosted by Jory.
And also
make sure you know what's happening.
Hosted by your boy as well. All right, and with that being said, we want to thank y'all for being us.
Thank you.
Being with us the entire season. This is the end of season 1. We look forward to bigger and better things for season 2. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna bring out some.
We're gonna raise the bar.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. So with that being said, I'm your boy Camarray.
I'm Zaiah.
We'll talk to y'all next year.
Peace out.
Yeah.